Good morning, students. So with this, today we are going to start your methods of determination of particle size. So how to determine the particle size of different types of dosage forms, and with this there are different techniques there. Generally three techniques we are using for the determination of particle size. One is microscopic technique, sieving technique, and sedimentation technique. So today we'll discuss about one by one what is this microscopic technique and what is this sieving and sedimentation technique. So in the microscopic technique, generally it can able to find out within the range of 0 to 0.2 to 100 micrometers, and with this, for this minimum sample size, minimum 300 to 500 particles should be determined for the determination of particle size distribution, because every time the distribution curve is important for us. We need to determine the distribution curve properly so that we can find out the actual ranges, the particle sizes. So for that, this is the technique, microscopic technique. For that, we have to gone through the determination by a microscope. By using a microscope, we have to do the experiment. And with this, generally for that, generally we are taking a suspension. So generally suspension, we know that the particles should be insoluble. So that's why insoluble particles should be chosen for the determination of this technique. So generally, if particle is slightly soluble in the suspension, then we have to take a saturated solution of the suspension, and after preparing the suspension, we have to add few drops of the suspension on the slide, and that will be evaluated under the microscope. And with this, for that also sometimes we are going for different types of sophisticated techniques like projected microscopes and electron microscopes. So that what we will do, we will get a picture of that particles which will be evaluated later on, and we can get easily what are the particle size ranges and what are the particle size numbers in a particular sample present. So with this, for that we have to get a photograph of this electron microscope. When we place under the electron microscope, we can get easily, but also it can be done under the simple microscope, but it is a difficult process. We need to determine individual particles with a repeated numbers. Also, so many times it's done under the microscope, but in the industrial scale it is done under the electron microscopes. Now coming to the second one, sieving technique. So sieving technique means we have to go through a sieve analysis. We have to do that process by a sieve analysis method. The sieve analysis already you might have studied. We have to take a series of sieves, and in the top we can see that is a less mesh size. That means if it is 10, then 20, 30, 40, 50, up to 100 we can take. That means from the top it will be 10 mesh size, then 20. So when we will take less number of mesh size, the particle size, pore size will be more. So the pore size will be more means the top level will be having more pore size, and the ground, the bottom bottom sieve will take having a less sieve size. So we have to find out in every sieve how much amount of particles retained and how much amount of particle passed. Suppose sieve number 10, when we kept the powder and we will shake it, so slowly the powder will try to move to the bottom, and some powders will be remain on the sieve number 10 and some will be passed to the sieve number, next sieve number, that may be 20 or 30, whatever we have placed. So like that we have to remove every sieve after the experiment. Then we have to find out how much percentage of particles retained on the surface, how much is passed. If retained on the surface means that will be more than of that particular pore size of the sieve, and if it is passed means it is crossed and within the size range of that. So slowly you will get a data in a particular powder mixture, how much amount of what are the particle sizes range on different sieves. So that is known as sieve analysis. Then coming to sedimentation technique. So this is a sedimentation technique. For that we are using a suspension also for the evaluation, and for that there is an apparatus called Anderson's pipette. The apparatus name is Anderson's pipette method. So this pipette name is Anderson's pipette. I will tell you shortly. So this pipette having a cylindrical, we can tell, vessel on the bottom, and it is connected to a stoppered tube, bulb tube, or we can tell it is a pipette in the middle, and it is the vessel. Under the vessel we can see the readings. Scale it is given up to 20 centimeter, and the capacity of this vessel is 550 ml capacity. That means we can keep the sample 550 ml of sample, and from that we have to evaluate how much amount of what is the height, and also we can find out sedimentation of the suspension also here. And we have to collect the sample. There is a suction. First of all, we have to suction from the top. Then this is the tube 10 ml bulb, sample bulb, where we have to collect the sample 10 ml. After collecting, we have to, there is a stop cock here, and when we will remove that, when we will open that stop cock, the samples will come out. The samples will come out from this, and these samples will be taken for the evaluation. How much concentration of particular drug or particle present, that will be evaluated by different types of techniques. So for this sedimentation in different time intervals, we have to take the sample, and with this the internal diameter of this apparatus vessel will be 5.5 centimeter, the diameter, and the bulb we have taken here is 10 ml. That means every time we have to collect a 10 ml of sample. So finally a series of sample we have collected, that will be evaluated in the particle size analysis. So this is all about your determination of particle sizes.